Hello, good evening, and a very, very warm welcome to this next Friday spiritual lecture. I hope you've all had a fantastic week, and we are here at an extra special time because it is the Lionsgate 8-8 portal. Well, actually, we're in the middle of an incredible mix of crazy energies. We are, let's adjust that a bit, we are between equinoxes, we're in Mercury retrograde, the 8-8 portal, and there's something else going on, but I can't remember what right now. But we just have such a soup of energy going on. And it's not surprising if some people are currently trying to clear some stuff and perhaps struggling to clear some of the things that they're holding on to. It is an incredible time. But this week, in tune with the Lionsgate portal, we've been talking about manifestation and abundance and how do we do it? How do we start to build the life that we long for? And manifesting is really quite simple. Unfortunately, we have so many blocks within ourselves to manifesting what it is that we want. I mean, we're constantly manifesting. Everything that is around us, we have brought in, we have manifested because it's what we resonate with. When there is, if you carry a negative energy about the world, you manifest that in. It's really so simple. The universe acts exactly like a mirror for us, and it gives us what we are focusing on. You go, great, that all sounds incredibly simple. But why do we struggle still as collective humanity to bring in what it is that actually serves us, that makes us happy, that makes us joyful? And these are some of the things that we've been looking at each day in the posts. And one of them is really about using joy. Joy is an incredible energy to attract. And what it does, joy and passion, as I've said in the other post, it gives the universe a very clear sign about what we want. When we are gifted something, say I'm gifted this crystal, and I immediately say, oh my God, I love this crystal, it's incredible, I appreciate it, I love it, isn't it wonderful? What will the universe hear? The universe will hear from me very clearly that I love crystals, that I love this particular type of crystal. And so it will say, all right, you like it, we're going to send you more. But so often we get wrapped up almost in a passion for the negative. When something bad happens and we go into oh my God, look at this, look, isn't it dreadful, isn't it awful? And it may seem like we're rejecting it, but actually we're calling in more and more of that energy because we are showing a real passion, a real excitement almost about that negative state. Schadenfreude, this idea that, oh, look, I can watch somebody else crash because it's not me. Well, if we keep looking at that, it will happen to us. So we need to really build the passion on the things that we want, not what we don't want. That's incredibly important when it comes to focusing. And so I wrote some notes down because I couldn't remember what I'd said during the week. Also, these inner blocks about not deserving. Again, as soon as we turn around to ourselves and we say, I don't deserve this. Okay, fine, the universe will go, you don't deserve it. So we need to figure out and work with the blockages that are stopping us from actually holding joy, holding passion for what it is that we want. If we're saying, oh, I really, really love this, but oh, no, I don't deserve to get it. Again, there's an incredibly clear message to the universe that just goes, oh, well, you don't deserve it. So we don't get. So we really have to work with the old blocks, and they can be incredibly old. Messages from childhood, messages from school, from religion, that have just made us go, no, that's not for me. I'm not the kind of person that could receive that wealth, that abundance, that opportunity, and so on. And everybody is the kind of person. That's what we've got to realize. It doesn't come down to who we are. The universe doesn't judge us in that way and say, oh, you've been a good person, you've been a bad person. This isn't Santa Claus, not Father Christmas. We judge ourselves. And that's it. Nobody else does. So also, as I talked about our relationship with wealth and money and so on, that it's still considered to be kind of bad. You know, we especially in the UK, you look at somebody who's risen up, who's done well for themselves, and next minute it's like, oh, well, how dare he have that new yacht? He's allowed that new yacht. You know, it's there's nothing in the universe that's going to punish somebody because they want a new yacht, they want a bigger house. And when we look at other people like that and say, well, they don't deserve this, again, we are building a relationship with wealth and abundance and manifestation that says, if I want something, I'm being greedy. I'm going to be taking it away from somebody else. Manifestation of wealth is like manifesting energy. It's exactly the same thing. We are in an ever-expanding universe. So we have to stop believing that because I asked for something, I'm removing it from somebody else. You're not. The opportunity still exists. You may as well take it. So don't feel bad, don't feel greedy because something in you wants more. You know, don't go into Oliver Twist. You want more, you can't have more. We don't do that. The universe doesn't do that. These are old human lessons based on fear and lack. But they've become so grounded in us, they've become almost like an archetype. And now is the time for actually just to let them go. We don't resonate with that anymore. We're going somewhere different, a land in which everybody can manifest as they choose. And also there is there's this idea that some people think that having a lot is going to make them feel safe. And so they'll work every hour of their day and so on, and to create this fortress of wealth. And yet still they don't feel safe. And this is the thing. Wealth doesn't make you feel safe. It just makes you wealthy. What you have to do is actually feel safe first. And then the relationship with wealth, the reasons you want it and so on, this will all change. And then you don't end up working every moment of every day in order to attract wealth. You simply attract it. So there have been lots and lots of lessons that have come through from the universe this week, teaching us really to just relax into our deserving, relax into who we are, and know that on every level as human beings, we do thoroughly deserve to have our dreams fulfilled. So find that joy, find that passion, and build your dream. That's it. So we're going to bring through some light language, and it's going to help us to raise this vibration, to clear away some of the cobwebs, I'm told, that we hold on to about wealth and abundance that it's time to let go of. Okay, so sit back, relax, and we will see what is going to come through. And I give enormous thanks and appreciation and gratitude for the light wisdom that will come. Moashnarum bakawiris kuaratasi. Tanyoran chigora kiorasum korase. Chanayi doran chinerum boroi durare yet the corruption gorarin the commercial casara. But these waram jorari turo roshasa. Moranki are caracotari as a morai dorasi. Moranzi, shuara, to grow garm but into the run I see. To year the Persian corrosion squilliam the marasi. Chinya yet to braban to a yet cushy, who camarogar de cashi. Was you are here that dimnya or a buttercoa. Karodosi isyandia marota da barayi koranzi karanya turosha. Tuizi ta yitora marinjitikeo. Tanisa. Pariora diara con carente che io ci corro per casa. Taniara mura itbishandia sawaratua. Tuzia ora ti chiamare chi ora che chiama. Tuzia chiamare adorosham rezandia taboresi. Muranchishka ora. Pardinora namara tishwa setaisa. Tarash marora disa. Kuranda karanda croash namasiara. Paizia, tu yain do morarotasi. Tu deja orata huiso moraja na karotisia, diare tika. Tani oran joisi. Pusimura tishke ron tutta, robaraj kroli kieran tkshe. Jinarove, eshka, e maroti shansia. Tamurura, e baraju kurazu aratarsi. Maruanam bitte bareki. Tunisia, orsi, torashi, camoragara, the caraborindikia. Tuzinjuayu, Turamarora, Terrotara, Borakiwara, Waraki. Janisora, since Yamora, Carakesa. Tomorrow you, Haro yet the Goraya, the Kea, Niwara, Moratishi. What was you are? Buaro, Razuraro, Corcayor, Borandara, the sea. Morisi tiara, tesi tiara, tutto scembora jarana, da saranti, che yoranda, la bareja. Prezzi, tawara itusha. Musima arendi oranda corsi. Ma varete. Morisi toranda jora. Da oranda core peia tushina. Paria ta coranda coa. Chamarasi. Muziu atawa. Morosi, moritotar. Konakarantaka. Ishka. Mary, Nyamora, Tidanna Morapatora, Shikishko. Tuziaranda ditiano ara cora canna. Turisa yodoya. Tunarisi. They ask us to really soften our hearts, to soften the way we see ourselves, the harsh way in which we judge everything that we long for. We are free to dream as we feel, as our heart longs for. Marja orasi. Mura ikora kar kir ora kora tarajata. Tayita tanodariatake. Jonara. So we have to open our receiving door and allow all of this in. We're so good as human beings to give. But when it comes to saying, I now wish to receive, and we can ask, but if we are not ready to receive, if we can't receive love, how can we receive any gift, any focus from the universe at all? We can't, because we are marohaya, the guararietara, kaurambukoya, gorambarokiora, kiora, gora, tajandikia, tarisi, maremuratu, arateya, tatatora, tatateya, gora, goya, yamarsi. So as I was saying, we have to allow abundance to come. If you ask for a present, there is no purpose served in then turning around and rejecting the present because you feel that it ought to go to somebody else. This is pointless. If the universe gifts to you because you have placed your focus, your passion, your joy, your intention upon what you've asked for, do not then reject it when it arrives. Mosharashi korabadarkesa. Tujarate torenda korake ora kuishikiwa ranwaite. Kuranbiski tanya ora yitishka watusa. Chamari te chiu kura turase tatuja todara marukorishkasa. Tani ora tishke uparanda gamora titisa ronkara mukaida kaya. Chana monata toranta ishkma me barki torse. Essentially, we have to throw out almost everything that we've ever learned about manifestation and trust in the universe to know that it is truly as easy as they say. And all we have to do is remove our blocks, focus, and like an application form that you fill in for a job, you send it off believing in yourself that you are worthy of that job. That's why you applied for it. And you applied for the job because you wanted it. And we have to do exactly the same with manifesting anything in life. So that is what they have to say to us today. And I hope that on this 8-8 portal you will now go and sit in meditation. Also, I have, because I muddled up all my dates, I have put a manifestation meditation on Facebook. So please do go and look it up. It's free it's free for you to listen to, and hold all of this in your mind. And I hope that you will begin to manifest the life that you dream of. So I thank you so very much for being here with me. And don't forget, if you enjoyed this video, please do sign up, follow my Facebook page, click like on YouTube, however you're listening to this. And I will be back connecting with you all once again. And thank you so much for being here with me. I send you many, many light blessings. Bye-bye.